disclaimer. What did the R&B artist Sparkle tell us back in the 2000s? She said, you better be careful. Now, she wasn't talking about what I'm talking about, but I'm using it for this example. Now, we got to make sure that we keep in mind that insects, reptiles, and animals are roaming. Baby, they're trying to find housing outside the best way they can due to being displaced from the weather or just looking for food. So you, as a human, got to keep your eyes open with your glass. Now, I am going to show you a quick clip because you know I got a video of this South Carolina woman that had an encounter with a copperhead snake. Ooh. Let me roll that beam footage. Let's go.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God.
At first, I didn't see what came at her. I just saw her hit us with that two-step, and she dipped too. Shoot. I always had that fear because I too allow my dog to go out and pee at night. And sometimes I stand on the concrete as she goes in the grass to do what she needs to do. But we also keep our grass low, but that does not mean that I see everything that's lurking, okay? Now, this lady, Miss Amanda Rossman, was like in her moo-moo nightgown. Shout out to you, Amanda. That moo-moo is moo-moo season. Well, anyway, she would allow her dog to go take a bathroom break. So when she went to bed, everybody went to bed in peace. As she took the dog through the grassy area that you saw, she was A-okay. When she got ready to cross back over that same concrete, she didn't notice that there was a blended in copperhead juvenile snake. Now, I don't care if it was juvenile, I don't care if it was BG, Lil Wayne, or Turk. I don't have time for no type of snake. Baby, I'm so happy I ain't seen none yet. I actually saw one when I was walking at the park. I take that back, but I haven't seen one here, knock on wood, because I ain't got time for it. Now, when it bit her, you saw how she hopped up, and she said she didn't even think twice about it. She said it felt like a little pinch. She took off running, told her husband, hey, boo, something done bit me, boo, something done bit me, boo. And, you know, immediately they went to the hospital. Now, in normal, you know, fashion, the hospital gonna send you home with just some little painkillers. They ain't got time. You know what I'm talking about? But she had time because when she went home, even though in the video it just looked like a quick little the snake hit her with a it just looked like the snake just bit her out of fear but didn't release any venom. Later that night, after she was released from the hospital, the venom started going, I'm assuming, up to her kneecap. She had very intense pain in her leg. And that's what took her right on back to ICU so they could IC her again. Hello? And when they went in and they did the toxicologist testing, they noticed that she actually did receive all of the snake's ugly ass venom. So the first time they was like, oh no, it's just a little bite, you know, snake was scared, nothing's wrong, go home, here's some Motrin. But when her legs started getting inflamed and started hurting, I can only imagine the pressure. But baby, she went on right on back up there, run that copay. First time didn't count, run this second copay. And she had to have 10 vitals of anti-venom. OMG, because baby, what if she would have went back home, went to sleep, and never woke up again? See, this is what I be saying. I be challenging them doctors. I don't feel good. Now give me something to make me feel good. Tony. Anyway, so she's going to be okay. But the fact is that this is the season where all of these things are going to come out. These creatures, these insects, these rodents. And they're looking for warmth. They're looking for food. They're looking for shade. They're looking for whatever it is to help them to adapt to wherever they are. They can intrude on you or not. This is why subconsciously, every time I go to use the bathroom, I look before I sit. I look before I sit. Because I'm just psychologically thinking something could still crawl up the plumbing. You see it all the time in your tub. You may go in there, maybe a spider that crawled up the tub. So these things are looking for, you know, again, survival. And they're going to do it by all means what? Necessary. So to you, Miss Rossman, I hope that there's no after effects from that venom going in you. Now, they gave you so many vitals. I just want to know, is your leg okay? Because I've seen horror stories of what venom could do. I don't want a copperhead. I don't want a diamondback. I don't want a regular rat snake. I don't want no snake, okay? Now, I've had some friends here in Texas tell me when they opened their front door that there was a snake that slithered by their pots and stuff that are in your yard for their plants. And then I've seen in Memphis, there was an apartment complex that had an infestation of snakes as well. Baby, I don't want none of that. None of that. So now, because she does have children, now she has to also be mindful of them being attacked. And you know, kids, something that happened, they'll just think it's nothing. But baby, y'all got to pay attention. If you don't feel right, hit 911 up one more time. Don't get in the ambulance though, because it's a big bill and it's not writable off on your insurance. But if you got to take one because then they can be able to treat you as you're going to the hospital. But baby, the fact that she was so in tune with her body, she probably has both legs to this day. Had she went home and allowed the doctor to tell her just take a nap, she would have been napping in the upper room. She would have been in heaven. But I hope you heal better and feel better, okay? But I am just the messenger, baby. It's your girl, Shaunie B. If you're cool with your girl, gone for with your girl. Make sure you check out my website, though. Yes, www.shauniebeentertainment.com. Check out the fan gear. You got option to drop donations, but never any pressure to do either of the two, because I see the likes, the shares, the comments means the world to me. So I just want to tell you thank you from my lips to your ears to rock with me, because y'all could be anywhere, but y'all dip back in and keep me company, and I appreciate you. So like I said, we all stay in different cities, states, and rural versus suburban, and so you may see a species I wouldn't see and vice versa. But all I'm telling you is keep your head on a swivel, because when you think they won't roam, they do. And then now, because of all of this water related stuff, they're being swept around anywhere and everywhere. You may open up your door and see a coyote. Matter of fact, I was driving home the other day. I said, oh, look at that cute dog. And then I said, there ain't no goddamn puppy. It was a coyote. So imagine if somebody was walking in that wooded area, they would have got toe up from the float up. So you just got to keep in mind that anything's possible in this season where everything is looking on the pyramid to get food and to find shelter. That's humans too. So keep your eyes open, because I don't want you having to use your whole copay for an ER visit, because baby, the ER, they'll send you multiple bills. And the fact that she used so many venoms, girl, you better see if you can get that as a write-off, because it's going to cost you. But I hope you, again, heal fast and you get back to what you were doing before that bite took place. Y'all be careful out there. But until next time, next story, and I'm out this. Peace.